At the risk of sounding cliched, I'll tell you that the fog I was flying through was thick as soup, and not like consommé, more like cream of cauliflower. I know. You're thinking, just how would I, a typical homing pigeon, know about things like soups? Because I pay attention, that's how. I read things. Every day in the newspaper. News, weather, advice columns, recipes. But I'll explain that later. Being a homing pigeon means lots of flying, racing, then finding your way home. I can find my way back home through instinct alone, without any map or compass, just the one in my head. And flying is serious business, especially in fog. I have to be careful. I reduced my speed to 35 miles per hour, nearly half my normal racing speed. But even at reduced speeds, things can loom suddenly out of dense clouds. I veered left to miss colliding with the huge Bridgetown water tower. My wingtips were just a caterpillar's length away from the sides of the iron tank. Close one, I thought. With the tower behind me, I looked carefully for a slate-covered spire. In a flash, it was there. St. Marco's Church. A starling gazed at me blankly from his perch on top of the lightning rod as I shot by. "Where's the fire?" he snickered. I just ignored him and zipped past. When you're racing, seconds count. I was really breathing heavily now. My pectoralis major was starting to burn. I set my beak to 7 degrees west of north and pitched quickly to the left, and just in time, the needle-like talons of a sharp-shinned hawk roared by, barely missing my chest muscles. I felt a sharp pain at my tail and an invisible push of air as I tumbled in space. With no time to think, I maneuvered into a series of dives, left, right, and down, and landed on a narrow ledge of an apartment building. I was hidden in the fog. 2 tail feathers, my own, slowly drifted past. The hawk, once again a part of the gray mist, disappeared, disappointed. Luck was with me this time, I whispered to myself. All 3 of my heart chambers were thumping wildly. I took a moment to cautiously look up, then down, left, and right, and then I took off again. I passed over the tops of some trees, ghostly and vague down below. Keeler Park, I thought. Getting close, but dang it, I'm late. I knew my time wouldn't be great, thanks to being sidetracked by the hawk. Soon, I saw the familiar red-brown brick of home appear. It was a 5-story apartment building. Humans lived inside, but I lived on the top. I could make out my owner, Otto, down below on the roof. Granddad was standing with him as usual, smiling.